So my name is Larry Lasher. I'm the VP of Implementation for a company named Burmax. We're a third generation, professional beauty supply company. We're a distributor out of Long Island, New York, with 125,000 square feet, and we've been around for 70 years. Looking over 70 years worth of business, you have challenges, you have growths, you have obstacles you have to go through, you have people who come and people who go. But the biggest issue is I'm a sales rep, I go out to see my customer tells me something, and do I remember to tell customer service? Does a week or two go by? Does my customer call customer service and they don't really have the right information? And so what happens? The information gets lost, the customer gets frustrated, information is not portrayed properly, and the resolution of the problem is usually about 2.5 to 3 weeks long. And do they get it right? We had no way to go back. We had no history. There's no paperwork to say who did what. It was about 3 years ago we decided we need something. We need something for the sales reps so that they know what's going on within the customer. We need it for the customer service so that they're not blind when the customer calls up on the phone and says, did you hear about this? Did you not? So we started looking for a type of environment, type of solution. And I think it's very difficult. We went through about 4 or 5 different CRM companies. Some of them want you have to buy it, and when you buy it, you have to buy their modules. So they come back with a marketing tool, and you have to buy this package, or you have to buy that package. Some of them don't have the hooks into your ERP system, so they have to create that. And the problem with that is that it leads to other problems. It leads to wrong information. It leads to time delays. It leads to, gee, did you get the right information? Did you not? And the implementation of it is delayed. We couldn't afford that. We could pick the modules we wanted. We said, let's go with basic modules that we need, and then we can grow as we're looking to grow. It was great. We did the implementation, and I think it took us a total of about 7 to 8 months to get the first site up and going so that the owners of the company could see what's going on. You were able to modify the modules so that you could see what you want to see rather than what the module wants to bring out. And I bring that out because we have 3 different types. We have a mission control, which for an owner and an executive of the company, they go right on this module every morning, and you see customers, you see product groups, you see categories, how they're doing, where are the trends, how much money on the margins are we making. Within 5 minutes of every day, you could see what's going on. It brings you sales from previous years up to this year, so it gives you a forecast as to what's going on. From that, we could dive down into a particular customer. How many orders do they have? What's going on with the orders? Are we fulfilling the orders within a timely basis? We also have a quoting module within there. And I think the most important thing that we did not start with, but we did add it a year after we started, was a ticketing module. So the ticketing module, everybody's a little bit afraid of, but the clarification of what the customer wants and how to resolve an issue that the customer is looking for is unbelievable. If we look back, we spent about 3 weeks to get a ticket resolved. Of course, if we knew what the ticket was and somebody didn't write it on a napkin and put it on the side of their desk and threw it out and said, gee, I'll deal with that later, or I don't know what this is and threw it out, we now have a ticketing system. It's built into the module. Customer calls, customer service can go in, the rep could go in, you create a ticket. The ticket has a number, who the customer is, what they're looking for, what the issue is, and we resolve that ticket within 2 to 2.5 days. That's our average. It's unbelievable the communicational relief that our customers get. You go ahead, the customer puts in an issue, we send them an issue notification. Thank you very much for your issue. We're looking at it right away. Here's your issue number. Within 2 days, they get a resolution. Here's your ticket number. Here's how it was resolved. If you have any question, let us know. Here's a phone number. Sometimes the customer is not satisfied. So what they'll do is they'll call customer service. Customer service is able to bring up the ticket. And I think the most important part of the ticket is every person who touched the ticket, their name is on it, their date, what they did to it, and then the resolution. So we know exactly who touched it, what they did about it, and then it goes to credit. What happened? Do we give them a credit? Do we give them a refund? Do we send them a new piece? Do we ask for the product to come back and we'll send them a recall ticket? And then we send them a new piece. That has taken away some of the unbelievable frustration for customers. So we're doing that. We're using the quoting system, which again, we brought on about 2 years ago, and we were working on the quoting system. So now you have a quote going out. It's a professional looking quote, and you could verify the quote. We can modify the quote, and when the customer says, okay, no problem. From an executive standpoint, we could see if the quote was approved or if the quote was a loss. So you have a win-loss statement on quotes to see how many customers are either spinning our wheels or how many customers really use the quoting system and say, hey, here's what we want. Anything that we came up with, web presented, between James and Mika said, no problem, we could do it. No problem, we could do it. And we sat and we came up with the solution together. And the solution was not only for us to use, but it's for other customers to look at it, say, look, we could grab that as well. We could use this. Look what they did and look what this is. So between where presented themselves, between the convention that we're in right now, there's so much information that goes back and forth that it's tremendous. They never say, no, our package can't do this. And I think that is a big time plus for a solutional software package, especially a CRM.